and welcome to a sketchbook tour. It's been so long since I've done one of these. This sketchbook is from the 8th of October 2022 to the 1st of January 2025. And I recently filmed an art goal video on my Patreon, and I just realised I should have definitely had to fill up sketchbooks faster on my art goals, because gosh, that's a long time for just one sketchbook. Now, I have been using multiple sketchbooks, so it hasn't just been this one for like 2 and a bit years, but still, that's a long time. Like, nothing for 2024 or 2023. It's pretty bad. So I said we could just walk through it. I'll just chat about what's inside of it. This sketchbook is a mix of loads of just haphazard things. Some of them are good, some of them are terrible. Well, we'll just chat through them. So on this first page, I think this was a mushroom. I believe this was for some of the daily prompt lists for 2022. So I think there was like a mushroom tober one, and this is obviously some form of a mushroom. And looking at it here, it's actually not that bad. I remember when I first did it, I was like, oh, this is hideous, but I actually don't mind the kind of scribbly textures that we have on it. This one is one that I turned into a print, and I really love it. I think it's very reminiscent of Emma Carlisle's work, but I still really enjoy it. I love the blues and the pinks and the oranges all together. I did just splash a load of paint down onto the page and then just kind of let myself figure out what I saw within the paint that was on the page. And I actually really enjoyed this one. It's a very fun way to work. I highly recommend just smushing a load of paint down on a page and having fun with it. This was obviously me testing out materials, so not a very interesting page. We'll skip that one. This one, I remember I went to Salt Hill in Galway, and I was on the beach at sunrise and tried to paint, or tried to like sketch. But I had my puppy with me at the time, like my dog. She was a puppy at the time, and it was a disaster, and I felt like an idiot. So that was the end of my very short plein air journey. Here we have clearly more testing out new materials and a little sketch of a house up here. This one, you would have seen a video of this actually on this channel of me painting and sketching out this deer. I love this initial sketch of the deer down in this corner over here. I really like that one. I really like how that turned out. I still love this piece so much to this day. Like, this is definitely one of my favourite pieces. This was obviously a painting that I gave up on halfway through. It's not bad though. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's actually not a bad painting. I don't know why I gave up on it. I feel like this might have also been a plein air attempt, but not one that I was happy with, clearly. This was for, what was it called? Folklore Week. I was going to call it Fairy Tale Week. It was Folklore Week. I remember I was really happy with this one. And some of the other ones I was happy with, but I wasn't overall too pleased with a majority of them. I do remember really enjoying the colours and textures in this one here. And I liked the characters of the witches. They kind of look like nuns, but they're witches. I really like them. I'm also sorry if my voice is a little bit funny today. I am recovering from the flu, so if I sound weird, that's why. This is another one from Folktale Week. I don't think this one is that good. They look like weird blobs on sticks. I could have executed it so much better. I think the problem with, I decided to do Folktale Week like on day one, and I didn't think through my prompts or didn't give myself enough time because I was still working a full-time job at this stage. So in the evening times I would just try and like get something out really quickly, and it didn't turn out always exactly what I had pictured in my mind. Again, like, I like what I was trying to go for with the brush here, but I don't think I did a great job. I love this one. I love her angry little expression. I love the textures and colours on her clothes, and I love how her cloak is getting ripped from the brambles. This is definitely one of my favourite pieces for Folktale Week. Then here, I feel like we completely lose it. They're just bad. I don't know what else to say. I just think these are bad. This was me trying to just sketch out ideas. Here we have more witches with a cat, and then a witch with a cat on some rocks. And then these are all done with oil pastels. I don't mind that one. I like the colours in it. These are ones I love, and a lot of these got turned into stickers. So this one and this one and this one are stickers. These are part of my little exercise that I do where it's like 5 minutes per painting. Oh, sorry, no, 10 minutes per painting. So I'll do 5 minutes of laying down colours, then I'll move on to the next one, and then by the time the colours dry by the time I'm done laying down colours on the 8th one, the first one will be dry, so then I can go in and do 5 minutes of adding in like crayons and stuff. I haven't done this in ages actually. I should go back and do it again. This is one of my favourite pieces ever. I just think sometimes when you give yourself so little time, your brain comes up with really just nice ways of shading things. Like I love the colours on that one. This is a scene from just down the road, like literally just where I walk my dog. Down the road. It was a really foggy, misty, frosty morning, and the sheep were all in the field here. And there was loads of crows gathered around them as well, so it was kind of creepy, but I really liked it. And then this is the bog road that I walk the dog up. This is kind of a spooky fairy tale theme that we're going for here again. So this is like a village, and maybe this is like a wolf or a fox that's kind of turned into shadows and fog that leads into the forest, and it's kind of haunting the town, or maybe it's a guardian, maybe it's watching over it. But a lot of these paints that I used for this one during this period were the Turner acrylic wash, but it's in the Japanesque colours. They have like a really nice rough texture to them, and I really like that texture. I should go back and try and use more of them. We're in like February of 2023 because this is the first print I did for my Patreon. And this mountain you can see in the background here, this is the highest mountain in Connacht, which is a province in Ireland. It's called Mimieux, and it's a nice mountain. I walked up it once with my friends. And there's a lovely beach if you continue down this road here. It's a lovely beach. So it's just the view from driving up to Mimieux. And then here is a kind of a funky landscape, treescape. I don't know. It's kind of nice. Sometimes I look back at my work and I'm like, these were so much more fun than what I'm doing now. And this is where I started thinking, oh gosh, I should open a shop. What do I need in a shop? I need stickers. So these are some of my first sticker designs. And these are still some of my best sellers. I'd say this one and that one, maybe they're not so good sellers, but these two for sure. People love the strawberries and they love the house. And I love this house too. It's such fun bright pink colours with the blues, really nice. And then these are more sticker designs. So this is kind of a spooky witch's house. This was actually also a print that I did for an A5 print for my Patreon. And then these daisies, I really love these ones. I always look at those and whenever I see them as stickers, I was like, which way are they supposed to be orientated? Because they're kind of all facing inwards. It's kind of hard to forget which way they're supposed to be orientated. But I love the hot pink with the green always, whenever I do florals. This was me sketching out ideas, clearly very roughly. Whenever people are like, oh, I'd love to see your sketches, I'm like, no, you don't want to see my sketches, because this is what my sketches look like. Like, they're so abstract. Really no point in showing you them. This is where I was messing around with pan pastels. And then these are paints, but then they have a lot of pastels going over the top of them. I actually really like how this one turned out. I think this was a Patreon video where I talked about using pastels at work. I love the hot pink going over the top here. This one I turned into a postcard for Patreon, and whenever I sold them to everyone, it's really popular. People really like it. Someone said to me, it's like, oh, it's like you're getting 8 prints for the price of 1. So I can see how it is. These are just pencil sketches, just done with 1 pencil. And yeah, this is just little pencils. This was me trying to work to get better at contrast and values within my work. So challenging myself to just use 1 pencil. And you know, going lighter and harder with it to really get the values, and then use of like negative space and stuff. Another Patreon piece. This one's really popular as well. I like this one. It's very fun and abstract and just colourful. I love this sketch in particular. I really like this sketch. I don't know why. It's just something about this sketch here. I just look at it. I'll zoom you in. Look at it. It's just so nice looking. I don't know. Sometimes I just really like my sketches versus everything else. And up here we have a fox with a little headscarf, and I think she's supposed to be quilting. And then this was a sketch for a larger piece I think I did on the next page. And then this was me considering doing this in colour, but I obviously didn't. I think I opted, yeah. And this is the sketch. This is the kind of colour theory for it, and then this is the final piece. This one you can buy as a print in Outside Gallery in Galway, and on their online shop as well, I believe. So go to them if you want to get it. It's I really love it. It's a piece I'm really proud of. I really just like the vibrancy of the colours, and there's just magic in it. I don't know, it's just magical. Clearly we have some high quality artwork on this page. There's some very light sketches, I think, of a flower over here, and then we just have this little frog guy. He got turned into a sticker. I like him as a sticker. It's so funny, you have like pages that have like such big, huge, gorgeous pieces on it, and then you come over here, it's just blank with a little frog. Oh, I remember this was a video I hated doing, and I tried so hard to make it work. It was like letting paint kind of work for you, so I just plonked a load of paint down on a page and scribbled it all around, and then tried to make an image out of it. But I think I did a really bad job and I overworked it. And then I tried to work with this little frog, and he looks so silly. So yeah, you're seeing many fails on this sketchbook tour today. These are sketches that I did for, I think this was my very first commission that I did, and the client was so lovely. And I really enjoyed working on all of these. So these are all the kind of iterations, and yeah, I really enjoyed doing all of these little iterations. Maybe I could post something like that up again now. And these were sketches for another commission that I did. This was for my cousin for her husband's. This is the view of her husband's homeland. So he's a farmer down in the south, and this is the view of kind of his farmlands and stuff. So this was sketches for a piece for her. This was obviously for some video explaining pencils, and then this is some little blackberries that got turned into a sticker. This is of a little autumnal pinky house, and we have more autumnal houses here. Wow. And then here I have these little ones. I like these little ones. I think this could actually make a cute sticker set if I made all of them into stickers. Is like kind of houses through the seasons. That'd be cute. I could revisit that one. I quite like this one. I think this one kind of captures, you know, the really misty mornings when you're looking over fields. And it's like really foggy, and you can just kind of see just the blended colours of everything together. It kind of reminds me of Watership Down, I don't know why. This one I wanted to go for kind of bright, bold colours, and to kind of have the fields look like a patchwork blanket, which I think it does look like a patchwork blanket, but I just don't think it looks very realistic even by my standards, so I'm not a huge fan of it. This one I really love. This one is like spooky fox in a forest. This one is available as a print as well, and people really like this guy. These ones are like apples, and they're fun. I had a little girl at one of my markets, like, this is a sticker as well. She was like, you have so many stickers of fruits. So I was like, you know what, I do. You're right. I have a lot of stickers of fruits. And then here we have this one. This is also a print, and it's of little sheeps. I love their little shadows and the way the clouds sit on kind of the mountains. Love that. Clearly I had meant to do something with this page and then never did. Maybe I could revisit that. blank. And then this is another kind of spooky fox thing that I love. See, I think foxes are kind of spooky because if you ever hear them at night time, they sound like a woman, like screaming for help. And if you're not used to it, if it's your first time in the countryside at night time, they can sound really creepy. But I just think this one turned out cool. And a lot of people like this one. Sometimes I'm weary of posting my slightly creepier side. Like, I mean, I know this is very tame and not very creepy, but sometimes I'm weary of posting these things because it doesn't really match with my normal upbeat, colourful landscapes. But I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff. This was another set of, what do we call them? 10-minute pieces, yes. And I don't think any of these got turned into stickers. I quite like this one though. I like the colours in this one. It's giving like dusk. And here clearly we're in a winter theme here. So this one I did some pine cones and holly and ferns. And then for this one here, we have a little cutie robin and some winter landscapes. And then clearly I was all of it. It's like the exact same spread but in a different font. I think this was a tutorial I did for Patreon on how to draw pine cones, because I had painted, this was last Christmas, so this is like Christmas 2023, and I painted a lot of hand painted baubles, and I painted so many pine cones. My god, I was a professional pine cone painter. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll teach people how to paint pine cones. And then this one was a digital download card for Patreon. So if you join, you can still access it. Oh my god, it matches my jumper so well. I love the purpley tones and the little rabbit. It's just a nice thing. I think I had an option in like red text that said like Merry Christmas or Nullicon or something like that on it. This one is, I think this was also a video on how I use references for Patreon. This is a view from Lamma. I took a lot of liberties with it though. Lamma is a hill not too far away from me where a lot of people go for little walks or little hikes. And it's a really beautiful area. So this is just the views from the trees kind of halfway up the hill, looking down onto the farmlands and houses below. And then here we have, this is sketches for a, what's it called? A commission. I think we opted for something kind of between these two in the end. Clearly we're still in winter. I have a little bauble. This became a sticker as well. And this one I really like. People love this one as well. I call it Tiny Baby. And when I posted it, I think I just posted it with the caption Tiny Baby, and my mommy texted me and she was like, oh, Hannah, Tiny Baby. Tiny Baby is right. It's very cute little tiny baby. These are sketches for a commission for my sister. She wanted something really abstract that matched the colours in her kitchen, and so this was something very different from me, but I really enjoyed doing them. Look how shiny. This is another one that ended up being a print that is available in Outset Galleries in Galway. I really like this one. This was kind of a remake of one in an older sketchbook of mine. I just really like the kind of, I love paintings that don't have huge amounts of contrast, like how the values of the pink and the blue are quite similar. Pull off paintings with those are really cool. I don't think I'm someone who can pull it off extremely well, but I really like that kind of style of painting. I love like getting a fan brush or a scraggly brush and dragging it and using that to make the branches of trees. I really enjoy doing that. This one, it was my first like holographic sticker on. I went and I took this image and I brought it into Procreate, and then I just erased some of this image in the shapes of little stars, so that when it was printed on holographic paper, the stars were like holographic, and it was really cute. And here we have a little mousy creature in among some nasturtiums. Happy little guy. Here we have a mermaid. She's just chilling, being a little merm. This one is sketches for commission that I can't talk about yet because people still haven't shown it. These were little digital downloads Valentine's cards for last year. So you have like little stars and you could have like text over it. And I think this one also had like, yeah. So I did the smoke coming into the shape of a heart. These are really silly, but I really like them. I think they're fun. This is me explaining about colour theory. I have more information on that on my Patreon as well. As you can see, a lot of the stuff I do is for Patreon. This was like another Patreon video, and it was explaining about underpaintings and the differences they can make. This was clearly supposed to be something and ended up not being anything. People love this painting and I love this painting too. Anybody who has a black cat always sees this and it was like, oh my god, that's just like my cat. And I was like, yeah, that's because all black cats look the exact same. It's because like they're all just shapes with eyes. Like no matter if your black cat is fluffy or not fluffy, it's like, oh, it's just like my cat. It's like, yeah, it's just because they're all you have to do to draw a black cat is just draw a shape and draw some eyes on it, and then everyone will be like, oh, it's just like my little baby. And I love it. I'm not criticizing that. I love that. This is a cutie little piece with some little sheeps. Happy little landscape. I think these are, oh yes, this is what I did on my live stream. So if you watched my live stream, you would have seen that. I really like how this piece turned out. This is my favourite piece. This is a view from the top of Diamond Hill in Galway, in Connemara. And then this is the view from my back garden. This is the view from down the road from me. And then this is a view from looking over the river in Cong. Yeah. I can't remember how long each of these took, but the live stream is on my YouTube. And this is the original paintings for the bookmarks that you can get on my shop. They're for sale now, go buy them. But yeah, these are little bookmark paintings. I talked about this more in depth in my 2025 art goals video on my Patreon, but I want to improve my bookmarks this year. I want to branch out on bookmarks and get cooler ones. Here we have some more 10-minute paintings, clearly with the theme of ducks. We've got a lot of ducks going on here. None of these are that great though. That one's okay. I don't feel like any of these are too amazing. Here we start going into sketches, I feel like. Look, we're like, I was going to say we're not even halfway. We're a little over halfway. This was a sketch for a piece, missed connections. So like a woman walking away with her child, man walking away with her dog, with his dog, and the little kid and the puppy are like, no, we want to play. This was a sketch for a cover for Little Red Riding Hood, and then I think I go into more depth there at the finished piece of this one up here as well, so you can see the final that came out of these sketches. Then this is me trying to draw kids interacting, because this is me once I got my agent and she started giving me advice. I was trying to draw people doing people things. I like her big mouth in that one, but she told me that publishers don't like big mouths on children. And I'm like, oh, fair enough. She wanted me to draw some more urban scenes, so if you are from Galway, you will probably, hopefully, recognise this view. This is the long walk down by the Claddagh, and if you are in the summertime and you walk directly up from here, you'll see loads of young ones drinking. That's like the rite of passage as a Galwegian, I feel. To cover her up, she's in the nip. So we got a girl. She got her boobies out, so we got to cover them. And then we got an angry, splattery puppy. Big scary. These were done with Posca markers. For some reason I painted this one upside down. Don't know why. I got a little landscape. This is again from Cong. And this is another view from Lamma. Oh yeah, this again, anybody who has a black cat is going to say, that's just like my black cat. They're shapes with eyes, that's what I'm telling you. Here's a little dragon. I really like how this dragon turned out. I turned him into a print as well. Here we have a little snail with a little house, and he's got a little smoke coming from his room. I'd like to revisit this one. I don't think I did the best job on this one, but I really like the concept. That's a cute one. I don't even remember doing that. I actually think that's pretty cute. I have no recollection of it. This one's not so cute though. That's just messy. Obviously it's unfinished, but still. You did a bad job. These were sketches for commissions. Well, this one was a gift, and then the dog was a commission. I really like how this sketch of this cat came out though. I really like how I captured their face in it. His name is Bertie. Her name was Bertie, sorry. And this little ladybird sticker painting. Here we have like mountains. I feel like this feels more Swiss and this feels more Irish. You know, I just feel like the purple in the mountains around here is a lot more normal because of all the heather and stuff. Whereas like the wildflowers and trees and stuff feels more continental. Another blank page. Woohoo! And we have this one. I really like how this one turned out. This one feels very like misty morning again, where all the colours blend together. I think this is just where I wanted to get better at drawing houses. And I tried. I still don't think I'm very good at drawing buildings and like neat lines. I want to be good at like drawing lines both neatly and with a little bit of wibble in them. I don't know. I just feel I'm not that good at them. These were again sketches for commissions. So this was an oil painting commission. This one has been given so I can show it up on screen what the final one looks like as well. And then this one was of two cats playing. So again, I'll show you what the final one looks like up on screen here. I think this one I did entirely with Neocolors, and that was the first time I actually ever used the wet aspect of Neocolors. So that was fun. I don't remember this, but I like this. I like that one. I like the cat in this one. Sparkly cat. Sparkly cat. Again, I think this was like the final sketch for that commission. This was the sketch for a sticker that I did, and I finished it off in Procreate. This was a painting I did on my Patreon that I used just 3 colours to paint this whole piece. And I think I used also a little bit of white as well, but but I really like how this piece turned out. I really enjoyed painting with just 3 colours, and I'd like to revisit that more. Again, this was another piece for a Patreon video where I compare the difference between watercolour gouache hybrid, gouache and acrylic gouache, and just talked about the differences between them. This one was just a little painting of a little rocky river with a stone bridge, see? This one, I like how the trees, I like the contrast between the trees and the sky in this one. I love this one. I love the colours in this one and the autumnal feel to it. Just the pinks and landscapes. Oh, so juicy. This one is kind of very blocky and fun. It's just a bit different. I normally don't do my clouds so present. This one is a little valley with some little sheep. It actually reminds me of where we got married. And this one is another one of my all-time favourites. I love the pinks in it. Again, the theme is just, I have just pinks in it. I love it. Pinks in the landscape, A1. Here we have, I like how the reflections in the pool of this one turned out. I think that turned out cool. And here we have a little river scene. And I like kind of just the mountains in the distance. So I'll just show you this one first. I love this one. I love when I get lighting good. And I got lighting good in this one. Just the deep blue with the snow and then just the white immediately after. I love when I can kind of nail that contrast. I don't think it's a very interesting landscape, but I really am proud of the technical achievements of it. And then this one's kind of poopy, I think. Kind of boring. I'm not good at stone. I don't think stone works when I outline every individual stone. I just don't think that is how our eyes perceive it, so I need to work on that a little bit more. Here's a hare. Hares are kind of creepy. They've got these wild, freaky eyes. I think I kind of captured that in this one. And then here is, that's, I was looking at that, I was like, is that upside down? Yeah, sorry, it was upside down. I'm so confused. This is like a river that kind of spreads off and then goes down a cliff. Yep, I remember this was me before we went off getting married in our honeymoon. I was trying to like churn out a load of artwork so I'd have stuff to post when I was gone for a month. This was a sketch that I did for a lino print that I attempted on my Patreon videos. I have a lot of videos on my Patreon if you're a fan of my videos and are sad that I don't upload very often here. Yeah, I like how the sketch turned out. The actual print was a disaster, spoiler. This is one that I turned into a print called Two for Joy. I love it. I really like how this one turned out. And I have stickers of this one also. Here's a little house on a little hill. I don't like this one. And I also don't like this one. I don't like the colours that I used for these dots here. They're just too bleh. I don't know, I don't like them. Here's a sketch of some rose hips. I don't mind this one. This one isn't so bad. I think it could be, the composition could be better on it. This one I turned into a bauble to make it Christmassy. I edited it a little bit on Procreate. This one I like. It's a nice kind of normal landscape. And I really like this one. I did edit this one a little bit more in Procreate also to make the stars stand out more, but I called it First Snow, and it's like a deer looking at the first little snowflakes falling in the forest at the start of winter. These are sketches for a commission, and I think we're nearing the end, and these are all sketches for, there's like sketches and ideas for a picture book that I have an idea about. So I'm just trying to draw the characters. I really like this angle of her in bed and the like light from the window coming down at an angle. I think I realised what I don't do good with drawing kids is that sometimes I draw their noses too prominent, whereas if I draw their noses less prominent, they look more softer and childlike. Because like, you know, you see kids and they've all got these adorable little button noses. And then this is the page for like sketching out the ideas. I really love these sketches of the cat though. Look at him. He's a ghost cat. So I thought it'd be fun if he had no little legs. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. We're revisiting some more revisions of that commission sketches. And then this one, I finished it off in Procreate again, but it's a calendar downloadable for the month of January that you can get through my Patreon. Then these are these ones, Patreon rewards as well. I wanted to go for like a colour theme as well of like blues and purples. So we have some cats loving each other. And then we have these deer running through a forest. I really like this idea of, and I started doing it in a few pieces recently, of just letting the paint bleed and kind of letting that be the canopy on the trees, and then the parts where it didn't bleed, drawing in the branches there. I'm really enjoying doing that as of late. And that's it. I did nothing on the last page because I wasn't feeling it. And so that is my sketchbook tour. So here's to hopefully filling up a sketchbook faster than like 2 and a bit years. And I will see you in hopefully 2 weeks for my next video. I'm really determined this year. It's one of my goals to post consistently every other week here. So I will hopefully see you then. Bye.